was thinking about like everything on. Have you heard of Indra's web?
No.
It's essentially like one of the Eastern takes of what the universe is, and it's kind of how I see things sometimes. Is we can't see ourselves. We are a light source. Like the light bulb can't ever see itself. We can only see like what it has put out that bounces back to us.
Yep.
And like we're all like that.
Yep.
And so like the Indra's web thing is sort of like we're that like the web of us all connected in that circumstance. And and that was juxtaposing with what Paul said about narcissism and the deep well. And like looking out is all I see is reflections of myself. And looking deep and down, I think I see something down there. And that's, I guess, where I'm supposed to find where the secret sacred self is. And our society is catering to the like that narrowing will help you do that. And and that's the theosis we want our society to help with. Whereas the Christian theosis is like instead of like when you look inward, that's where you see Jesus because you've invited him in there. And so that's the that becomes the sacred frame. But it's still a kind of theosis.
Hello and welcome. We are today doing the live stream virtually not alone monster party versus the monster sloth. I remember, Embody, there is no agency. It's just us LARPing. Duck, 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 duck. Lobster monkey goose. Hello. I got used to people being here, and they're not now. So I'm just gonna run some clips from stuff.
Well, I actually think that everything is going to move towards more of embodying, and I think that I think there's an anti-theosis, right? I think that, right, we'll take our, like you said earlier, we'll take our mark and we'll start to embody the other mode of being. But
I'm developing my own dogma, and I would like to share it with you. I think that we should start a movement, and the movement should have two major principles to it. Principle number one is that we collectively, it's grandiose, we collectively as human beings should seek to consciously evolve. We're at a point in human evolution where the next phase of our natural evolution won't be spontaneous, won't be chaotic, won't be selected by the environment, it will be selected by us. And we begin doing that by taking control of two things. Number one, we should seek the cessation of all intergenerational trauma. Intergenerational trauma is where trauma is handed down through the generations, from father to son, from mother to daughter, from mother to son, and so on and so forth.
Welcome. That was a clip brought to us by Lynn Navoy in the Discord, in the clip stream, where if you're working on something, throw us one piece of it there in the stream. If you're doing the whole thing, like there's the loom room for you to weave them together. But the stream is just, hey, here's something. And hey, here's something. I got the chat working now. Look, there are people here. Eve is here and Marty in here and Magic is here. That's almost enough for a monster party. We need one representative for each of the die, survival, social, wisdom, and heart, to face off against the monster party monsters. But this is the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party for Friday, October 7th, 2022. Gander has joined us. Josh Garrison is here in the house. Welcome, everybody, to the Monster Party live stream. Survival, savings throws. Meanwhile, clip, you guys need your savings throws. We'll do that. And then we'll get on with the game. But first, here's a clip no, not that. Here's a clip I made.
Our abilities at self-determination and self-organizing can modify the virtual engines, the selective and enabling constraints at multiple levels that shift around the probability spaces, which is what I hear you saying, the dispositional space, so that we more and more are likely to behave in a virtuous fashion. That's character. And then one of the interesting things is, one of the interesting notions of rationality that we've largely lost due to the dominance of a purely computational model of rationality is that rational agents are agents that can be held responsible for their character, which is what you were invoking in the court of law. It's like, no. Yeah, I get it, the moment to moment thing. But the thing that's actually relevant here, notice my word, is how have you been cultivating your character? And I'm allowed to hold you responsible for cultivating your character because you are, to some degree, a self-determining, self-organizing thing. Doesn't mean
Whoa! Save versus being held responsible for the cultivation of your character. You get to choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart. And if it's over 10, you take half damage from the mind control that follows for the rest of the game. This Monster Party Friday. Choose! Survivalists with a 4. Socialists, 13. Lovers of wisdom, 15. Heart folks coming in strong with a 12. Welcome. And look at everybody here for the Monster Party. Gander and Josh and Eve and Lynn and Marty. Magic. Oh, you guys know we do need 4 people for there's 4 warriors that fight the monsters. But remember, everybody, we're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to try and do 2 rounds today because A, someone told me it's not a party if you only do 1 round, and B, Vanderclay is running around on Federecci's channel insulting my stamina. So, but we're going to need 4 volunteers from the Hive Mind to represent the die. The die. Survival, social, wisdom, and heart in the fight against the monsters. So, if you would like to be a part of the monster party, okay. What we're doing here is a sort of weekly ritual where people come together from around the globe to be virtually not alone and participatorily engage in a conflict with a monster such as apathy or sloth, so that everyone in the hive mind has the symbolic representation of people coming together to defeat such things as apathy and sloth. And now your left brain might be thinking it's silly, but your right brain is eating all of this stuff up. So let's see if we have some volunteers now for the board. It's lovely to see you. Yay! Heart, wisdom, survival. All right, we have 3 volunteers. Oh, and Gander wants to be Mr. Fireball again. So, we have our 4 volunteers. Now, what we do then, once the hive mind is volunteered, the 4 die combine their powers and summon forth this portal here, which you 4 lobster monkeys come out of. I want you're a little bit taller though. All right, and now today's, actually I should probably do that as I go. Today's volunteers are magic. Eve. Lynn. And Gander. Now for the overly fun and complicated first roll part of the portal's done. As they combine with the die, they are granted certain benefits we call the first roll benefits, which may or may not use these power meters as below. So for example, when magic joins forces with the heart die, like this, the heart meter and the first roll happens. Hey, wait, no, come here. Oh, no, come here. And so the first roll, and this is the die that represents heart in our game for reasons. It's the nebula die. And the first roll for the magic is an 8. Wait, no, stop it. An 8. So that means, as according to this scale here, a 6 to 10 is 10 hit points. Everybody in the party gets an additional 10 hit points from Magic's first roll. Magic gets 10 more. Oh no, where's the cursor? Ah! This is fumble. Okay, no, what? No. That was almost a tragedy. Okay. And now, as everyone should know, the person who combines with the heart die gets 2 power moves, which are heals that heal according to the power meter scale during the fight. And now, Eve, combining with the power of wisdom. With the first roll, let's see, does this get over there, magic? Okay, that should work. The die for the wisdom is the sunrise die. And the first roll is 5. Wow, guys, the first rolls aren't going so high. What the first roll of the wisdom die does is it impacts the size. Oh goodness, this is crazy. It impacts the size of the wisdom modifier bubble from the default size. It could be as big as a 6, but since the die roll, it was what was the die roll? I think 1 maybe. A 5. It's plus 1, so it's now going to be this big. And anybody inside, as you should know, when the wisdom player uses their power move, everybody inside this bubble gets a modifier as according to rolled on the wisdom dart. So everybody in this bubble could get as much as a plus 6 during the fight. And then and now Lynn combines with the I'll just check with you guys. How's it going over there? Fabi, hi there, Huggle. Good to see you. Hey, Monster Party people. Okay, nobody's too lost, right? Okay, Now, for the first roll of Lynn, who's combining with the survival die. When combining with the survival die, a player gains the superpower of taunt, which will taunt this many hit points of bad guys, preventing them from attacking their allies. And also, as part of the first roll bonus, using the survival die of sunset, the survival player who will take gets a bonus. Ooh, 19 on the die is a plus 80 hit points for the first roll bonus for Lynn. You can be tanking all sorts of damage this fight, Lynn. And now, for Gander's combination with the social die and the first roll, which in the case of the social flower is a fireball, such as this one here. With no modifier, it's this size, but with a first roll modifier of, this is the social die. With the first roll modifier, a roll of, nat 1. The social flame fireball gets no bigger for the fight. However, had that roll been great, had the fireball could have been as big as this here. Yep. But no, we got the nat 1, so it stays that big. Here's a clip while I do some board cleanup work. Oh no, what?
Well, hello. I'm Michael Louis Thomas Sartori, but you can call me Mike. I'm just a normal working class guy with normal working class beliefs, like we shouldn't trust the government, and the earth is only 6,000 years old, and my great-grandpa wasn't a monkey. I also believe that Jesus Christ is the answer to pretty much everything, just like we learned in Sunday school. Now, you may wonder why a guy like me is on here talking to folks like you. As long as I can remember, there was something that I liked to listen to while I was doing my work, and that was National Public Radio. And sure, I disagreed with their communist-type politics, but they used to talk about a lot of the finer things in life that I appreciate. The arts and music and such. A man likes to
And
think
parties,
about
like the monster
things while he's building a piece of furniture or fixing a building.
Stop. No, don't open the Outlook. Nobody ever opens Outlook. What the heck? I'm going here. Okay, hey, we're back. Welcome to the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party, where our brave volunteers, Lynn, Eve, Gander, and Magic, are supported by the Hive Mind in their fight with, well, it turns out today's first monster is an old friend, Apathy. Dun, dun, dun. While defeated in the experiment and in the beta test, Apathy has not been faced off in the official fight, and now comes to face the party. Da, da, da. Here in the Virtually Not Alone Monster Parties, each member of the party has a choice each round to choose whether to attack or use their super move. The super move of the survival is a taunt to prevent Apathy from attacking the rest of the party. The super move for social is a social fireball, doing massive amounts of damage. The super move for wisdom is a wisdom modifier, giving a bonus to everyone close enough. And the super bonus for the healer of the heart, for the heart of the party is a heal that restores hit points to anyone wounded. Welcome to the first round, where I ask you now, Lynn, Eve, Gander, and Magic, will you attack or use your super move? Hey, Frag.
Well, after a while, I realized that they didn't talk nearly as much about books or music or art or the things that a cultured man likes to think about while he's working. And instead, they were obsessed with these ideas about girls being able to become boys and boys being able to become girls, even though everyone knows that you're born the way that you are and you can't really change that. You can mess up what you got, but it's still going to be what you are. I had to...
Ah! All right, we have some moves rolling in the Hive Mind chat. Gander with the super move. Magic with the regular attack. Eve with the wisdom modifier special. And Lynn with a regular attack. Now that the moves have been recorded, we get out all of the die and make a stop. Wait. This part. First with the wisdom modifier because it affects the rolls of everyone else. Eve with an 18 and according to our wisdom power meter scale, an 18 results in a +4 bonus to everyone in the bubble. Pow. That kicks in just in time as Gander's social fireball attack strikes. Ooh. That I forgot to edit. It's really only supposed. It's only that big. So, Fireball attack, which uses the social die and does a 14 on the die reveals 20 hit points of bonus damage, making the total 40 damage because they do 20 all the time. So 40 damage from the fireball, bringing Apathy down to 60 hit points. Oh, wait. No. Now, Lynn's a melee attacker, so Lynn has to run up to attack. But I'm assuming... oh, wait. No, Magic has the ranged attack before you move. Hold on. I'm messing up over here. Magic's ranged attack does up to 5 points of damage if she gets over a 10. But with the +7 bonus... +7 bonus? +4 bonus from Eve's bubble. Magic only has to... can do up to... we'll do 9 points of damage if the attack is over 10. Heart die, attack, go. 17's over 10 for another 9 points of damage to Apathy, bringing Apathy down to 51 hit points. And now, Eve runs up to give the bubble bonus to Lynn, whose attack roll uses the super me to hit. No, wait, you're not using your super move, you're just attacking. Which doesn't use that die. It uses the sunset die. And Lynn's attack is a 2. Which is, even with the +4 from the bubble, is not over 10 and does not damage Apathy this round. Stay tuned after this clip when Apathy's attack Apathy strikes back.
To find something new to listen to, climbed a ladder up their own rear end. Now, I knew enough already that just because you have a PhD doesn't mean you have anything worth saying. But then I found out that it actually doesn't cost anything to come on here and say whatever you want.
Welcome back to the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party, where our party is gathered to face off against Apathy once again. It's Apathy's turn, this party having strucken it down to already 51 hit points. Apathy is going to use its power move, Waves of Apathy, to which everyone must make their savings throw or take 20 points of damage. It's scaled up from last time. So, we get everybody's die out for the savings throw. Magic. Eve. Gander. No, Gander. And Lynn. And now, here come your your savings throw versus the waves of apathy. Oh no. Only Lynn is enough. Even, oh wait, no. With Gander's +4 inside the bubble is enough to make the savings throw. But the two in the back outside the bubble wouldn't have are taking the damage from the waves of apathy. Oh, 20 hit points to Magic. Wow, 20 hit points to Gander. The things, 20 hit points to, this is subtraction. There, and the wisdom modifier expires for that round. Ladies and gentlemen, things have gotten serious here at the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party. Let's check in with the Hive Mind. Lynn is apathetic. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you for joining us to face off with apathy. That it does deserve extra points, but we don't bend the rules like that around here. Okay, folks, what are you what? Okay. The extra point secret move. Okay, so is that you using your super move this round, Lynn? What about you, Eve, Gander, Magic? Will you be using your regular attacks or your special moves in this round of fighting versus apathy?
There's a ghost in the machine or anything like that?
No. Here's another. No, wait, we did the oil one already. Here's another clip from Lynn Lavoie in the clip stream on the Reaping Room.
Continue to try to raise. Just let's wake up the zombies together, because otherwise we're walking towards the abyss. Sometimes a problem well defined is half solved, right? I say that because I don't have all the answers. If I told you I had all the answers, what side of the brain would I be talking from? All right, guys, I love you. And
all right, then we're back to the Monster Party fight versus Apathy. Magic is using her special move to heal after the serious damage delivered from Apathy's Waves of Apathy attack. Lynn Lavoie is crying or using the secret move. I'm not really sure. Eve is using a regular attack with the mace and a special move from Gander. Oh, all right. All right, Lynn, I need to know, is that the special move or the regular attack from you this round, Lynn? All right, we got Eve with the regular attack, Gander with the special move, Magic with the special move. All right, let's bring out the dice rolling. We have Gander's special move attack. Let's bring out the social meter and see how much damage the fireballs do this time with the social flame. What the hell? Oh, almost in that 20, but only 5 hit points of damage to Apathy from today's social flame. 46. Yays. We have Eve's regular attack on the way. If for a regular attack, a die roll over 10 results in 5 points of damage. Unless you're Lynn, in which case it's 10. Because the survival. Oh, it's not over 10. No additional damage from Leaf's attack. Eve's attack. Lynn doing her special move, which brings out the Plubometer scale power. It's really more interesting when there's multiple opponents, but the 6 on the die attracts 20 hit points worth of bad guys to prevent them, and that's, since there's 1, that's enough. Apathy will not be able to strike against Eve and will have to strike against Lynn thanks to Lynn's special move. Now, on to Magic's special move that brings healing to the party. With the magical die roll up the nebula die. A roll of 2 will restore 5 hit points to both Magic and Gander, and none to Lynn and Eve because they weren't hurt yet. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And that's one special use from Magic, and I'm pretty sure I've seen 2 fireballs, Gander. I know I've seen 1 bubble, and that was 1 special move from Lynn. Sorry, I'm I got to keep track of things. It's a practice. I'm practicing. We're in some pretty serious trouble now, folks. Unfortunately for everybody, there's not going to be another wave of apathy. The taunt from Lynn affecting apathy insists that only a regular physical attack happens. Apathy versus Lynn, no wisdom modifier. If this die roll isn't over 10, Lynn is going to take 20 points of damage. 4 is not over 10. Apathy's taunted strike does 20 points of damage to Lynn. Papa! If only Grimm had waited until after that before he had used Magic's healing power action. Oh no, monster. We're not even 2 sloth yet. Can the party defeat apathy? Will it be special moves or regular attacks this round, party? What do you think, Hive Mind? Did you know that if they defeat apathy, they might unlock a special amulet that lets a Hive Mind attack through them? What? That's a regular attack from Gander, who's out of special moves. Ha ha ha. Apathy is pretty strong. Apathy is pretty strong. Here's another clip from the clip stream. While we get to find out whether or not Magic, Lynn, and Eve are using their regular attacks or their special moves.
Now, importantly, all these receptors to do with all these different psychedelic drugs, they are massively, heavily concentrated in the emotion centers, exactly those centers of the brain to do with fear and desire. So what we think is basically you can have powers of expansion and powers of contraction, which, both ways of basically overcoming your fear and desire. But we think the real entheogenic common factor behind all these historical and mainstay current day entheogenic substances is essentially they're shutting down your fear and desire centers to get the state of transcendence, to have this perfect puzzle, perfect solution to the puzzle, transiently. And then all the other effects, the kind of swirling patterns, the kind of like bright colors, they're auxiliary other receptors going on. Okay. So that's it. So basically that is, to sum up. Now,
ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Lynn's having a decision problem. Should she prevent apathy from striking against Eve, who only has 30 hit points? Or should she damage apathy in hopes to finish it off before more harm is done? What if apathy does the wave attack again? A special move could kill both Magic and Gander. Eve, are you using your attack or your last special move for the fight? I have definitely, with Gander and Magic doing their long range attacks. Did I miss Eve? No, Eve did an evil laugh. I don't know if that's the special move or an attack. Let me know, Eve. As we move forward toward the end of apathy.
you say people having higher states of consciousness, saying that that's more real than reality?
Yes.
Would resistance to will have anything to do with that, do you think?
There's something about the diminishment of the sense of self that is related to that enhanced sense of realness. But I think it has more to do with the sort of the optimal relationship between the confirmation and the surprise, right? You're getting sort of optimal frame breaking and frame making going on in kind of like an ongoing flow state, like a massive insight cascade. And so it's not so much the content, and I've got experimental evidence from my lab. It's not so much the content of the experience, but the processes that the brain is participating in that's giving you that sense of realness.
Welcome to the sense of realness of the VNA Virtually Not Alone Monster Party, where Eve has reported in to be doing a special move, and Lynn's still paralyzed with indecision. We're going to go ahead and roll the attacks. Since the special move of Eve, the wisdom modifier, impacts the other die rolls, we'll be resolving that first with this roll here. The Eve special move, 15 on the wisdom power meter chart. A roll of 15 is a +3 to everybody in the bubble. Oh, no. So that's a +3 roll to Lynn if she chooses to attack or to use her special. Unfortunately, Eve is really far away from the long-ranged attacks of the social and the healer. So those will be resolved without the bonus of the +4. 3, +3. Yes, Lynn with an attack. Okay, Lynn is called for an attack. It'll be a +3, doing up to 13 damage if she gets over a 7, thanks to the bonus. Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen, a nat 20. That is double damage even with a regular attack. That means that Lynn is rocking in not only the 10 damage that she does every attack, but the 4 more from the wisdom modifier, and all of that doubled for 28 points of damage. And 28 minus that is going to leave 18 in this game. Right? Maybe? Sure. Close enough. And now it's time to bring in the attacks from Magic and Gander. While they don't get the bonus, anything over 10 will hit and do 5 points of damage to Apathy. Here's the attack. Oh, wait, no, here's the attack from the social die. An 8 is not over 10. Apathy Gander misses. And now the Nebula die. Magic's attack. Oh, with a 5, also a miss. That puts an end to the wisdom. Wait, no, you can have that. Enraged by the massive amount of damage that Lynn has done, Apathy is going to direct his attack on her, not using the special move, but doing up to 20 points of damage if he gets over normally a 10, but he has to get over a 13 because of the wisdom bubble modifier, thanks to the Eve's magic special ability. Does Apathy get over a 13 and damage Lynn? No! A 12 is not enough thanks to the wisdom modifier bubble that pops as it defends Lynn from the damage of Apathy, bringing us to the next round of the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party fight, round 1, where the party faces off against Apathy. Only Magic with her special heal left, and Lynn with the taunt remains. Everyone else can do naught but attack. Magic, will you be healing this round? Lynn, will you be taunting? What is the plan? Oh, and here's another clip from the clip stream.
You have to coarse grain, and you have to say that is the kind of creature that does things, either things that I avoid or things that I will go towards. That's a mate or food or whatever it's going to be. And so right at the base of very simple organisms starting to make models of agents doing things, that is the origin of models of free will, basically, right? Because you see the world around you as having agency, and then you turn that on yourself and you say, wait, I have agency too. I do things, right? And then you make decisions about what you're going to do. So all of this one model is to view all of those kinds of things as being driven by that early need to determine what you are and to do so, and to then take actions in the most energetically efficient space possible, right?
So
Speaking of taking actions in the most energetically efficiently possible, Lynn is going to step forward and taunt while Eve, Magic, and Gander all... Wait, no, that's your special... You mean special when you do... You meant special when you do that, right, Magic? You use the bow for attack. So... That's going to be a... let's bring out the magic, the heart special meter for that. Well, here, we know for sure that Lynn's going to do a special attack. So let's bring out that meter. And the survival die. For a taunt of strength. Da, da, da. For a level 3 taunt strength, 40 hit points worth of bad guys. Apathy won't be using his special move this time. Magic is using the special. I'm sorry, I was uncertain, Magic. For the following heals. An 11 is 10 hit points to everybody who's damaged. Eve is the only person who hasn't been hurt. Magic back up to 25. Gander back up to 25. And Lynn back up to 100. Dun, dun, dun. And now to resolve the attacks. Oh wait, Lynn used a special move. Now to resolve the attacks of Eve and Gander. The mace wielding the mace wielding attack of Eve the lobster monkey. For up to 5 points of damage. If it's over 10, it is. That's another 5 taken off of apathy. Down to 13. Gander with the wizard's little acid arrow. Coming in with the... Oh, and Magic used her heal. A 3 is another miss from Gander. Leaving apathy with 13 hit points. Forced to attack Lynn because of the taunt. Apathy strike. Is not over 10. Lynn swiftly monkey dodges to the side. Hey! Bringing us to the next round in the virtually not alone monster party fight. I'm your host, Grim Grizz. This is the Hive Mind chat, and yay! All right, no one in the party has a special move left. That means everyone is going to attack. So if you can say together, attack, maybe that'll help the die rolls in your final fight with apathy. All we need is for 13 hit points of damage. Lynn does 10 because of the survival power. Everybody else does 5. We could finish this round. We could... Goose, the power of Goose being summoned by magic. Let's see what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Here come the attack rolls. We'll bring in the distance attacks of both Gander and Magic first. Here's Magic's and Gander's attack rolls. There's an 18 on Magic I saw at the 5 for the Gander. So that's only 5 points coming off as the healer's sling hits for 8, or hits for 5. Now, Now Eve and Lynn bringing it in. Here's Lynn's attack. And here's Eve's attack. A 5. And an 11 over 10 for another 5 points of damage to Apathy, who has but 3 remaining. He's gonna use his super move now. If everybody in the party doesn't get over 10, they will be taking 20 points of damage from a wave of Apathy. Oh, the Apathy wave strikes. None in the party are affected. They're mocking Apathy. Little 3-point Apathy. You can't hurt us anymore. A completely ineffective wave of Apathy. Let's bring out some more attack rolls. From Gander. 16 for the final 5 points of damage. Oh wait, no, stop. From Magic. Stop. $19 for the final 5 points of damage. From Lynn. 7 for no points of damage. and from Eve. Over 10 for the final 5 points of damage. Ladies and gentlemen, Apathy has been defeated by the virtually not alone Monster Party, with Magic, Gander, and Eve all doing the final 5 points of damage. Goodbye, Apathy. See you next time. Everyone gather around for a screenshot. We are the victors. Everybody wins at the virtually not alone Monster Party as Apathy lay defeated by the forces of Lynn, Eve, Gander, and Magic, our heroes of today's first fight. Da, da, da. And now the biggest question is are we able to field a second round of competitors for the battle against the mighty Sloths? Dum, dum, dum. I'm Sloth. You're too lazy to beat me. Meanwhile, everybody's got to get kicked back out of the portal. Wait, no. Bye, Lynn. Thank you, Magic. Thank you, Gander. Thank you, Eve, for being the first round contestant on today's Virtually Not Alone Monster Party. And here's me running the Mike's thing while I go, Oh,
well, hello.
Anybody who wants to take part in the fight, anybody who wants to take part in the fight against Sloth, up next on the Monster Party fight, please indicate you'd like to participate in the Hive Mind chat. Choose heart, social, wisdom, or survival that you would like to represent in the next fight, and we will take the next 4 into our huge battle.
Tori, but you can call me Mike. I'm just a normal working class guy with normal working class beliefs, like we shouldn't trust the government, and the earth is only 6,000 years old, and my great-grandpa wasn't a monkey. I also believe that Jesus Christ is the answer to pretty much everything, just like we learned in Sunday school. Now, you may wonder why a guy like me is on here talking to folks like you. As long as I can remember, there was something that I liked to listen to while I was doing my work, and that was National Public Radio. And sure, I disagreed with their communist-type politics, but they used to talk about a lot of the finer things in life that I appreciate, the arts and music and such. A man likes to think about the deeper things while he's building a piece of furniture or fixing a building. Well, after a while, I realized that they didn't talk nearly as much about books or music or art or the things that a cultured man likes to think about while he's working. And instead, they were obsessed with these ideas about girls being able to become boys and boys being able to become girls, even though everyone knows that you're born the way that you are and you can't really change that. You can mess up what you got, but it's still going to be what you are. I had to find something new to listen to. What I liked best was discovering this thing called this little corner of the internet. Now, you may not think that a working class guy like me would be interested in discussions about the nature of consciousness or the meaning crisis, but I find that there's nothing like a stimulating discussion to really help make your workday meaningful. And I especially like Paul Vanderklay. I don't think you could ever get upset with that guy.
And Grimgris. Grimgris is pretty awesome too. I like it. What's going on, guys? You have very interesting taste in music, Huggle. I don't know. Gander's in if there's no new takers, so we have one volunteer for the Monster Party fight against Sloth. Does any Marty, Eve, Magic, Huggle? Will you face Sloth? Lynn, do we need you to come back around? We do need 4 volunteers for the Monster Party. 1 to represent each of the following dice. Survival, social, wisdom, and heart. Gander's volunteering. So this volunteer, what upset with me? People are, who's getting upset with me? I missed it. We do. So Marty's a volunteer. We have Gander's a volunteer. We need 2 more. 2 more. Or Lynn and Magic. Okay, if anybody wants to take Lynn or Magic's spot since they volunteered last, speak now. Okay. All right. It's time to bring it back. Bring it back. We're all coming together to have fun together. To do a virtually not alone Monster Party. Marty has volunteered. Gander has volunteered. Ethan, Lynn, and Magic, I don't know. Like, Lynn and Magic said it first. Eve was just smiling at us. Huggle didn't volunteer. Magic's definitely in. Okay, all right. That's good enough. That's good enough for me. We open the portal. And bring them in. Oh, wait. We gotta spin it. Zoom out. There you go. Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, presenting what was once a duck is now Gander. Representing social again because you have the experience and nobody else said anything. Marty is coming in. Marty, whoopah! With 20 hit points, now 7 feet. What die are you bonding with there, Marty? Are you just gonna take the survival spot since Lynn's out this round? Magic coming in. Is Lynn not out this round? What am I? Am I confused? Okay, Eve does say me. Huggle rain checks. At least there's that. Magic's definitely in. And since Lynn's got her clips run, Marty can have survival. Magic, you'll get heals again. And Eve can come back again for round 2 against Sloth as the wisdom modifier. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and everybody gets their power moves. Oh, no, I do that as I do the first roll bonuses. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, the portal closes, and we progress towards first roll bonuses. The first roll of the healer, magic, will determine a health bonus for everybody in the party, as according to listed on the heart meter. The die representing the heart die. No, that's the wisdom one. The die representing the heart die in this game is the nebula die. We could probably switch to walnut if you wanted. Magic's first roll is a 16, giving everybody 20 extra hit points in the fight against Sloth. 40 for Magic. And she gets 2 power move heals for the fight. 20 for, bringing up to 40 for Gander. Hey! 40 for Marty. Hey! 40 for Eve. Oh, now, you. All right, Magic. Get on your die better. There you go. Here. There. Okay, go over here. Gander's first roll, using the social power meter, will determine the size of the fireball. Oh, what? No, I didn't mean to bring them all out. Son of a... Sorry, guys. There we go. Oh no, a cat needs let out. What the... my life.
But some of these folks, they're supposed to be at the top of the status hierarchy in their field. It sounds more like they climbed a ladder up their own rear end. Now, I knew enough already that just because you have a PhD doesn't mean you have anything worth saying.
Well, that's true. That's true.
It actually doesn't cost anything to come on here and say whatever you want.
That's true, Mike. Yeah.
That's where we are right now.
Free will.
No, God.
I'm trying to...
Oh, dear. Hi, guys. Hi. Okay. Where are we at? No, not. Quit being a monster, Mike. Okay. We're doing the first roll of the social die to determine the power of the area of effect of the social flame, honestly. And that die, we use the iron die. And the first roll is... a 14. Making it a 2 steps up on the die there. So instead, ladies and gentlemen, of the little fireballs only doing that, yeah, it goes 2 higher. And now, the social flame fireball is a little more like that. There we go. There's Gather and the social power fireball move. They get 2 of those. And go over there. Now, Marty, when fusing with the survival die, gets bonus hit points for the taunting, as according to this chart here. And here is the first roll for the survival die in this fight against Sloth. Oh, almost a 20, but only an extra 20 hit points for Marty. I hope Magic's heals are on point this game, Marty. That's going to be very dangerous against the mighty Sloth. Maybe Eve's modifier bonus for the wisdom first roll will make a big difference. Let's see. The wisdom modifier will increase the scale of the bubble. Wait, no, that's from last round. Son of a... I didn't rescale it. You're supposed to go in and rescale it before you do another first roll. Otherwise, people think it's naturally bigger than it is. Okay, so this is the default size. Here's first roll. No, not. And here's the wisdom die first roll. Woo! Oh, with a 2, which makes it only 1 bigger. Except I made it too small when I did it. So this fight, the bubble, the wisdom modifier bubble, will be that big. No. That big. Wow, guys. Wow. Wow. All right, the party's over here. Marty, what are you guys, you two, what's going on? I mean, I know you guys are close, but come on now. All right, and then... All right, you guys group up and get together. We're going to face Sloth shortly. Marty gets, or Eve gets two, not the... Oh, there it is. Okay. OMG, it's Sloth! No! Look, and I'm not even... Well, guys. A key? Oh, yes, the cat does need a key. It's Buddy. I thought he wanted out. He's just playing with a hair tie, turns out. And remember, everybody, sometimes the cat is just playing with a hair tie. And there is no agency. It's just us. Welcome to the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party. The fight with Sloth is about to begin. But if I don't give myself 2 minutes, things are going to go horribly bad. So, here's from the Conscious and Consciousness Conference, Jonathan Pajot and Paul Vanderklay at this spot right here.
And I think that's why I got so excited when I heard Jordan the first time and when I heard him on the radio was, oh, he's setting up the hooks. He's putting them up. There are these hooks there. I can see them. Like, I didn't think this was possible. I didn't think this was going to happen. And like we had this insight, my brother and I, a long time ago, that Darwin could be useful to help people understand quality. But it's like it never had the drive or the possibility of really talking about it. So here's Jordan's like, Darwin, I mean, he didn't say it that way, but I was listening to him and I'm like, there's Darwin bringing back Plato. It's like we thought it was possible, but we didn't think it could happen. And it's like, oh, here it is. It's happening in front of our very eyes. So yeah, so it's just, so to me it was like after, so then when Jordan kind of opened the door, I guess is the way to see it. He just kind of opened the door. I was like, all right, this is it. Like this is the moment. In some ways, for myself, like the moment I've been preparing for 20 years, I was like, we better not miss this opportunity to talk about these things. And I'm still surprised sometimes when a lot of people come up to me and they say something like, you know, I've been listening to you for 2 years or 3 years, and something like, in the first year that I was listening to you, I didn't understand what you were saying. I'm like, you listened to me for a whole year without understanding what I was saying? Like, who are you? That's the weirdest thing ever. Like, what?
That's not the weirdest thing ever. People do it around here all the time. Welcome back to the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party versus Sloth, ladies and gentlemen. We have volunteers of Gander, Eve, Marty, and Magic in the party, facing off against the Nightmare Sloth with his mighty arm. His mighty arm attack. Alright, here in the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party, party members choose between a regular attack or using their special move, of which they get 2 uses per fight. Whether that's a wisdom modifier, a taunt that makes sure the enemies don't attack their friends, or a fireball, or a healing of the party. They get to choose between a regular attack and their special moves. The choices should be rolling into the Hive Mind chat right now. There's one from Magic with a regular attack. Marty with a verbal attack saying Sloth is a stupid. Does that mean you're using your taunt already, Marty? A regular attack from Eve. That leaves Gander. Gander, is this a special move day or a regular attack against the mighty Sloth who has 2 of his own special moves? Womp womp womp. Marty makes the special move which prevents the Sloth from using his own attack. Magic doing a regular attack. Eve doing a regular attack. Charging in to strike because Eve is a... No, you don't get a... Gander is the lightning bolt, but it's an acid arrow. But it's a regular attack this round, which for the magic user is an acid arrow. So we have an attack, a special, and attack. The dice, the moves are in, ladies and gentlemen. And here's... Oh, I wasn't showing you the board. Eve has charged in to do an attack. Marty is charged in to do a taunt. Magic with a ranged attack and Gander with a ranged attack. Let's slide this over and bring out the dice. Here's Marty's special move. We'll be using the power attack meter. Available if I click here. Marty's special attack die. Wait, can you guys see the dice? Yeah, you can see the dice, right? Okay. Marty's special move, the taunt attack, will be taunting 20 points of damage, or hit points for the villains, but there's only one villain to taunt this time. But it will prevent Sloth from using his special move, because he's taunted. Eve with the regular attack. Over 10 for 5 points of damage to Sloth. Oh no! We got regular attacks coming in from Social. Gander's social arrow. Also over 10 for another 5 points of damage to Sloth. And Magic's attack coming in with the Nebula die. Marty, you don't need... There we go. 15, that's another successful attack, bringing Sloth down to 185. The taunted Sloth has no recourse but to attack Marty, who will be damaged for 20 hit points if this die is not over 10. Oh, that's a hit against Marty, down to 40 hit points. When the great arm of Sloth comes swinging down. Oh. That brings us to round 2 in today's Monster Party. Virtually Not Alone Monster Party versus Sloth. All right, Marty, what, pow, stupid Sloth. I'm gonna back it up and see. Yes, there's right now the party has formed together to fight against Sloth. Marty has used a special move already and is now down to only one taunt remaining. Sloth has not used his specials yet. We don't even know what's going on. Will the party use a regular attack or a special attack this round? Stay tuned as they let me know in the Hive Mind chat. Meanwhile, here's some more of this.
Why would you do that? I don't know exactly what it is. You know, I guess maybe getting a little bit of insight, but then not enough to totally get it. Something like that. So it's fascinating.
Well, I think it's partly that sleepwalking. The illustration I used of the woman who, there's no difference between these houses. Which house would you like to live in?
You shouldn't pretend, you should look at those evil fantasies clearly, at least a little. You shouldn't ruminate on them necessarily, but you should look at them clearly and know what you're capable of. And there are enough people that can't take that. But yeah, there is a difference between people who know what they're capable of and people who do not. And it's kind of like a giant rift in society. There is a canyon between them. In the service, people say the sheep hate the sheepdog because it reminds them that wolves exist. And there are plenty of people that just hate soldiers. They just hate soldiers. And the better a soldier you are, the more they hate you. And yeah, there are going to be some people that just do. And maybe that's just how it has to be.
Usually not a lone monster party. That was a clip brought to us via the clip stream on the Discord. You can drop your own clips in there where we see together like a virtual beholder. Marty, are you doing your second and last special move this round, or are you doing a regular attack? Everyone else in the party is registering a special move. That means a fireball from Gander, a wisdom modifier from Eve, and a party heal from Magic. Let's resolve some of those things, shall we? First and foremost, the wisdom modifier can affect everyone else in the party, so we'll roll Eve's first, as according to this power meter. A 12 on the power meter shows everybody will be getting a +3 who is in the wisdom modifier bubble. That looks like only Marty, except Eve has slipped backwards just a little bit as Marty has stepped there, and now everybody gets the bonus. That's a +3 damage for everybody thanks to Eve's special move. Gander is now coming in with a social fireball. Oh, your meter's still up. Gander is now coming in with a social fireball as determined by the social die. In the power meter chart below. Oh my goodness, Gander, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Your superpower fireball of social flame has done the maximum of 80 points of damage to all of the bad guys in range. Which of this time, but, okay, so, and it also does the 20 points of base damage. I have to adjust this chart. So that's 100 points total, 80 from the 20 bonus. Bringing Sloth down to 85 hit points, taking one of Gander's special moves away. And the bubble is up, so that one's down. Magic coming in now with a modified heal. With the heart power meter as below. Aye. A 13 is a heal for everybody, except only Marty is hurt. But that's 15 points plus Gander's modifier of +3, if 18 points going back to Marty, bringing Marty up to 58 hit points. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no. Oh no, now it is Sloth's turn, ladies and gentlemen. And Sloth has not been taunted this round and will do his special move. Dun, dun, dun. Sloth's special move is a power yawn that also summons sleeping agents. For every of the party who does not get over a 10, they will fall asleep and a sleep eater will be summoned. Unfortunately for the party, the wisdom meter bubble is in effect. And they will get a +3 on this roll, which means Sloth has to roll over a 13 to affect anyone in the party. Let's see if the power yawn affects anyone. Only Marty was affected. Under 13 for all the other ones. Oh, wait. All right. How should this work, guys? Because like Eve's bonus gives everybody a +3, and normally if they get an over 10, then the spell would not affect them. So really, like, normally Marty would be fine. Gander would be in deep trouble. Magic would make it because of the modifier, and Eve would make it from... So that's... I said it wrong. I apologize. Everybody had to get a 7 or higher to not take effect. Sloth's evil yawn only affects Gander, but Gander has been affected and is now asleep and will not be able to fight next round. Also, and even less fortunate, a Sleep Eater has been summoned. If the Sleep Eater damages Gander before Gander is awakened... Oh, wait, I'm in the Sleep Eater spot. The Sleep Eater does 5 points of damage to an awake target and 20 points of damage to a sleeping target. And that's what brings us to this round. Now, Gander, you're unfortunately asleep. You don't get to make a choice this round. Everybody else, we're going to need to choose whether you use your special attack or a regular move. A heal will wake up Gander, but no. I guess, no, just save your heals, Magic. You've already used one. I forgot to take it away. You know how I am. So, party, for this third round in the fight, will you be using your special attack or a regular move? Except for Gander, who is asleep and now plagued by a Dream Eater. We have Eve registering a regular attack. Grim takes too much joy when anybody in the party takes knowledge. Gander takes a nap. Magic, I'm guessing a regular attack. Marty, will you be using your taunt or will you be fighting against Sloth? Stay tuned as we play this next clip from the clip stream. Oh, this is 2 seconds. But anyway.
Thumbs up!
Grim Grows has a Patreon.
Well, did I even play that right? Yeah, it's okay. I at least played that right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party versus Sloth, where Eve, Marty, Gander, and Magic have formed a party to defeat Sloth symbolically for all of us. Marty is making regular fight attack. Eve is making regular fight attack. Magic wishes to be kissed awake, which I'm interpreting as a regular attack. And Gander is asleep. So, let's resolve the attacks. Marty's attack versus Sloth. 6. That's not enough, Marty. Gander's attack versus Sloth. Rah! Oh, no. Rah! Hood! 18. That's enough for 5 points of damage. Magic's little sling healer attack. Ay! Oh, an 8 is not quite enough. That's it for the heroes this round. And now, the Sleep Eater is approaching at Gander to make a strike. And Sloth will be using his big attack round to take a sweeping attack versus both of the opponents right by him. This is so in order to not take 20 points of damage from Sloth's big arm, both Marty and Eve have to roll over a 10. Marty. Oh, that's a 9. 20 points of damage to Marty. 14. Eve steps aside. But Marty taking another 20 points of damage down to 38. But now the Eater has approached the sleeping Gander, and if he hits, will do 20 points of damage. Gander, can you get over a 10 or sleepwalk out of the way? Yes, Gander sleepwalks out of the way. The Dream Eater misses, doing no damage. And that wakes Gander, who is no longer under the sleeping effect of the mighty Sloth. That brings us to another round of the virtually not alone monster party. Oh, wait. Did the kissing awake attack? Did I forget the kissing awake attack, Magic? Let's pretend I did if I didn't. Hey, Magic's kissing awake attack. It's 10. We'll give another 5 points of damage to Sloth. Just in case. Alright, now we're in the next round where everybody has to choose between their special move or a regular attack against Sloth, and now the one Dream Eater also in play. Thanks for reminding me, Lynn. These things happen. These things happen. Okay, can I get an official entry of either attack or special from Marty, Eve, Gander, and Magic while I play this next clip from the clip stream?
We know Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh and come in more varieties than supermarkets.
Excuse me.
But we like to make sure.
Do you have delicious chocolate frosted donuts like Dunkin' Donuts?
No.
Do you have 5 pounds of jelly donuts?
No. Ma'am.
Were these made fresh this morning?
No. Good. Dunkin' Donuts. Up to 52 varieties made fresh day and night. No supermarket can say that.
Welcome back to the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party, where Marty, Eve, Magic, and Gander have formed together to fight against the mighty Sloth and his Dream Eater. We have a registered special from the Wisdom Modifier Eve, a special from the Survivalist Taunter Marty, a regular attack from Magic, and a special fireball from the newly awakened Gander. Eve coming in with the special bubble, since the Wisdom Modifier can affect all of the other attacks. We resolve that first around here. Eve steps back into the center of the party, activates the Wisdom Modifier for a 13 on the die roll, giving everyone in this round a +3 to all of their moves. Bubble. The Wisdom Modifier bubble now in effect. And that brings Marty's taunt. Marty's taunt is resolved on the Survivalist power meter as, according to this roll, of a 7, 20 points of damage hit points. That means both the Eater that was trying to fight Gander and Sloth himself must attack Marty. To 5 points from, and then 15 to the Sloth. You see how that works? Okay. And there's Marty's second special move. Marty's second special move. Now gone. A regular attack from Magic. It got stuck, you saw. A regular 12 is over 10 for another 5 points of damage to... Hey, what? Oh, God, where did I click? Oh, no, what have I done? What have I done? Lobster Monkey? Hey! Lobster Monkey bonus for everybody not in the party who says... I don't know what's the command. Whatever. What? Magic did 5 points of damage to Sloth, and now Gander's special fireball coming in according to the fireball damage chart with the +3 bonus. Oh wait, you're right. There was a +3 bonus to Magic's damage. That brought Sloth down to 72. Thanks for catching that, guys. Oh, great. I opened Outlook again. Hey, at least I'm showing the right screen. Gander's fireball. Hey, go stand over here real quick. Boom! The social flame. Wait, you're gonna Marty if I there. The social flame. Here, that's how. And you see, because the eater was here, and then the flame hits them both. And Gander's damage is according to. Look out, magic. Gander's damage is 10 hit points, which is enough to burn up the dream eater. Come here. And do another 10 hit points plus the wisdom modifier bonus of +3 to oh god. The sloth, bringing him down to 59 hit points and making him very, very angry. Stay tuned as Sloth takes his revenge in the next round, the next part of the Monster Party battle. Gander. Oh, okay. Hey. Madness ensues. Gander. Oh. All right, let's take these off for now because it's the bad guy's turn. And Sloth is going to use his super move again. The power yawn. But again, everyone has the +3 modifier thanks to the wisdom bubble. So anything over a 7 and they won't be affected by the power move. Oh wait, no, you taunted. They have to attack you. Never mind. I'm sorry. I completely messed that up. Sloth is taunted and has to attack Marty. Joseph, good to see you. Oh, and a 3 attack is a miss. The giant arm is no match for Marty, thanks to the power bubble of wisdom and that really bad roll from Sloth. Which brings us back to the next round of the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party, where people gather from all over the world to be virtually not alone and face off against terrible monsters. The wisdom modifier from last round is expired and Eve has no more. Marty is out of taunts. Magic has 1 heal left. And that was the second fireball, which means it's only punching and kicking and heals remaining in the battle against Sloth. So that means everybody except Magic is going to attack Magic. Are you going to heal Marty or wait and see if more of the party members get hurt? We need to know. Only Magic has a decision to make here. Magic, will you heal or hold your heal for later in this fight against Sloth? Meanwhile, here's another clip from the clip stream.
Why is the last Zion here?
Bartleby and Loki, they found a way back.
Not the plenary indulgence loophole. You know about that? I always knew that thing was a bad idea. Leave it to the Catholics to destroy existence.
You have issues with Catholicism, I take it?
I have issues with anyone who treats God like a burden instead of a blessing, like some Catholics. You people don't celebrate your faith, you mourn it.
Ding! Who put that in the clip stream? Alright, Magic has decided to hold the heals for later, which means everybody attacks in this 4-die roll. Anybody who gets over a 10 will be damaging Sloth. Let's see how it plays out. Marty misses horribly with a 4. Gander's magic arrow hits with a 10, doing 5 points of damage. Eve's running up with amazing, misses horribly, but Magic's little sling pings off a Sloth for another 5 points of damage. Horribly prevented last round from using his power yawn. This round, Sloth uses his second special attack. And now, with no bubble protection, any roll under a 10 results in a Dream Eater being summoned and the party member falling to sleep. Let's see who's affected by his power yawn. Remember, everybody, we want what's best for you. Power yawn. Marty with a 9. Eve with a 1. That was a 5, but I'll give you the 12 now. Only Gander and Magic are not affected, which summons 2 Dream Eaters. Blah. And puts poor Eve and Marty to sleep this round. That's serious trouble for the party there, folks. Serious trouble for the party. Oh, I gotta get all the dice back out. All right, with Marty and Eve both incapacitated thanks to Sloth's power attack, only Gander and Magic remain. Gander, your heals would wake them. But if they're hurt later, the heal may come in more handy. We'll need to know if you would like to attack or use your special move. Gander, your magic arrow is all you have left. Would you like to use it as one of the Eaters or one of the Sloths? Or the Sloth? Let me know who you want to attack, Gander. I haven't thought about this multiple opponent thing before, but we'll give you a chance. You can pick off one of the Eaters with your 5 damage or damage Sloth himself. Magic, whether you heal or attack, and if you attack, whether you attack the Eater or Sloth. I'm sorry for the great increase in complexity. Here's this.
Hey there, I'm Chad the Alcoholic, and the creator of the Friday Morning Nameless channel. I'd like to welcome you to join us for the latest and greatest and most up-to-date information about all the things happening in this corner of the internet. I want to thank you for your time and your attention.
Alright, welcome back to the Virtually Not Alone Monster Party versus Sloth. We have Marty and Eve both asleep due to Sloth's powerful magic. The Dream Eaters, that if they hit them while they're sleeping, will do 20 points of damage. Gander shooting his arrow at an Eater so it doesn't do 20 damage. Magic, were you healing? Yes, Magic. Wait, no. What? So that's your special move emoji, Magic. Are you gonna wake up Magic, Eve, and Marty by healing everybody? Okay, that works for me. That's what we're saying's happening now. Okay, Magic's using her final power move to wake everybody up. With this healing die. A 17 will heal everybody up 20 hit points. I think the only one wounded is Marty, to bring Marty up to 58. But the magical healing does wake both Marty and Eve, who now can attack. Marty and Eve, would you like to attack Sloth or one of the Eaters? Meanwhile, Gander's attack on the Eater, and Magic's thing is off. 14 is a hit against this Eater, doing 5 points of damage, leaving only one Eater and the Sloth attack. But since Magic's heal has woken both Marty and Eve, we have their attack rolls to come. Marty, Eve, will you be hitting the Sloth or an Eater? Eve says the Sloth attack. Marty, let me know. Eve's attack against Sloth. 16, that's a hit for 5 points of damage, bringing Sloth down to 44. Marty. You attack the Eater. All right, Marty's attack against the Eater. A 10 or hit. 10 or more will do it. Oh, an 8. The Eater survives. And now it's time for Sloth's big arm attack. Wow. Sloth versus Eve. 14. Eve steps out of the way. Sloth versus Marty. A 5. The big arm taking another chunk out of Marty. Ah. And now the Eater strikes against Marty as well. But since Marty's awake, it'll only do 5 points of damage. If it hits. Oh, a 10 is a hit. There's another 5 points of damage for Marty. No more special moves. No healing coming. Can the party finish them off before it's too late? Stay tuned and don't leave your power meters laying around. Hey, Freedom. This is not senseless violence. It's very senseful that the party comes together to defeat the notorious Sloth. And since there are no super moves left, everybody's going to attack. I just need to know if you're going to attack Sloth or the Eater harassing poor old Marty. The end of Sloth is nigh. The end of Sloth is nigh. And here's something from the Discord.
How you holding your head up on your own, boy? What in the world?
Looking around too.
Bruh just came out the womb, already know how to live.
Gander, you don't have the wisdom modifier. You don't have the wisdom modifier, but yes, it is true that in fact, if Sloth does perish, the Eater can no longer maintain its connection to this reality and disappears. So I'm just going to say you all fight the Eater, and if I'm wrong, tell me before I do your damage. Hey! Everybody hears their attacks against Sloth for this round. Marty with a 13 doing 10 points of damage because survival does more. Bringing the Sloth down to 34. Eve also hits with an over 10, bringing the Sloth down to 29. The ranged attack of Gander with a 15 over 10, bringing it down to 24. And the healer's little sling also tapping in. Yeah. Okay. Down to 19. We're in the final rounds. However, the Sloth gets another big arm attack against Marty and Eve, and the Eater is going to take another shot at Marty. Here's the Sloth versus... Here, we'll just do it this way. The Sloth versus Eve. Oh, 16. That's 20 points of damage. No more heals left. Eve might be in trouble. The Sloth versus Marty and the Eater versus Marty. Well, that's just stuck, dude. The Sloth hitting for 20. The Eater hitting for 5. Marty down to 8 hit points. Things are getting very serious here, folks. Very serious. With nothing left to attack, I'm going to assume everyone is focusing their attacks on the Sloth, since the Eater also will die. Marty, your attack. Oh, not quite over 10. Eve, your attack. 14. That's another 5 points of damage to Sloth Monster. Oh no. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Even if Gander and Magic both hit, Sloth gets another swipe at our team. Here's Gander's magic arrow. Oh, not over 8. Sloth not taking damage. Magic's little sling. Does hit, bringing Sloth down to 9 points. 9 points. But that's not done, and the Dream Eater remains. Here comes the Sloth's big arm attack against Marty and Eve. Against Eve. 19. Eve successfully makes the saving throw and does not take damage. Marty, here's the big Sloth attack versus Marty. Oh, can we even look? Oh, a 19 and a 16. Marty skillfully dodges both. Woo! And survives this round. That leaves everybody else for the next. Oh. Okay. Hopefully this will do it. Marty, with Marty's attack against Sloth. Oh, is that a 2? That's a 2. Oh, and look at it. It's so close to a 20. It's just not. No. Gander's attack. Oh, also no. Wait, that's Eve's attack, not Gander's attack. I'm starting this whole round over. I'm still starting this whole round over. We got Marty. Go. We got Eve. Go. We got Magic. Go. And then we got Gander. And now we got everybody attack. Okay, Marty, that's a no. And Gander's was an 8. However, we have Eve and Magic both hitting for 5 points of damage. Eve's bringing it down to 4. Magic's bringing it down to nothing, defeating Sloth forever, at which time the Dream Eater dissipates. Ladies and gentlemen, the party has done it. Marty on the verge with only 8 hit points remaining. But the success, no resurrection required by the Hive Mind. We have come together and we have succeeded. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, move your head, Grim. Here, and then we zoom in. Hey. Special thanks to our successful party champions today. Ladies and gentlemen, on today's Virtually Not Alone Monster Party versus Sloth. Wow. What a fight, man. I didn't think you were going to... I thought they were going to get you, Marty. I thought they were going to get you. And I may have misapplied the rules in a place or two, but I don't know. It's been fun. And it was a party this time, right? Because there was 2 rounds. Oh, I forgot to mention. Due to their victory, the party has been awarded this magical amulet, which can be used to summon, to do like you channel the Hive Mind to do damage. Anybody who's not in the party can put an emoji in when you use this amulet to do 5 points of damage to the main monster. So if there's 5 people in the chat that make the arrow thing when you use this, then the monster would take 25 hit points of damage. That's the magical amulet you guys just won. But everybody, thanks for coming together and being virtually not alone with us. I hope you guys had a good time. I did. And remember, if you put clips in the clip stream, well, I'm going to do this at least one more time next week. So if you feed the clip stream, your clips might be shown in next week's Monster Party. And thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful week.